Welcome to Capital College, and thanks for tuning in. Capital College is an ongoing series of events to help your business grow. We invite knowledgeable speakers to lead a lively discussion and give a very good presentation on information that will help your business grow. And they should provide an ability for you to help your business plan for the future and always do better. Also, these events provide an opportunity to network with your peers and make new connections. Capital Bank is very pleased to provide this series of events to support your local business. Helping business grow is our tagline, and this is one way we put that phrase into action.
I'm excited to be here. They flew me all the way in from Alabama Avenue, Southeast Washington, D.C. All right, that's a long way. All right, if you've never been there before. I'm excited because I want to share something that's very important to a lot of people, especially relating to their business. And the biggest thing is technology. Thinking of it in a way that's going to help build the bridges in terms of your relationships with your clients and the branding aspect that you need to grow your business in this new economy. I don't believe it's a tough economy. I believe it's a new economy. And those companies that will adapt, especially what I'm going to show you today, you will separate yourself from the competition. Does anyone want to separate themselves from the competition today? All right, that's only 2 hands. All right, is anyone else? All right, great. All right, you ready to get started? Say yes. Yes. All right. Make sure you have a pen and pad. I'm going to go through pretty quickly with the time that I do have, but I'll make sure I'll save some time for questions. All right. So basically, there's an app for that. How many of you here has a smartphone or a tablet? How many of you believe that there's an app for almost everything now? Right? When I pulled up here, I parked actually right across the street, and now I don't even have to use quarters. There's an app called Parking. Actually, you pull that app out, you state the zone that you're in the parking space that you're in. You hit the little button that says, all right, I'm parking, and that's it. You get out your car. This is where we are today. This is not where we're going. This is where we are today regarding mobile apps. So there's an app for that. Just a couple quick questions. Just think about, what if you had an app that can help you generate additional leads, maybe 5 to 10 leads per day? What would that mean for your business? Or even using apps to help target leads that actually wants to talk to you, that actually wants your service and products. We're going to discover that basically in my 5-step process here there's an app for that. Why apps? First of all, folks, it's the fastest and easiest way to get products, service, and information. It makes your life easy. Now, a lot of times, most of my clients, before I share what I share with them, they're intimidated. They're just like, Eric, I got this phone here. I have the slightest clue on what to do besides making phone calls and checking email. But just letting you know that these devices here are designed by nature to make your life, both personal and professional, easier. Okay? Saves you amounts of time searching multiple sites. And in most cases, they also can show you how to increase your sales. And then the bottom line is the most convenient way of doing business. Just a quick story. I did an event in Baltimore, and the event ended around about 11 o'clock p.m. And around about that time in Baltimore, there's not too many places that are open. But I'm hungry. And me and my team were saying, well, what are we going to do, where we're going to go? I opened up this application called Yelp, Y-E-L-P, right? Found a restaurant less than a mile away, okay? And guess what? They got our business. We did not go to their website. We found them on a mobile device through an application, and they were able to generate income. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? I'm not taking no today. Yes or yes? All right? Folks, the whole world is going mobile. This is where we are today. This is something very important I want to share with you. Is anyone familiar with any of these icons here? Okay. Can someone show me what this one is right here? Pandora, right? What about this one here? Okay. And what about this one? MySpace. MySpace, all right? This is an important slide here just because marketing is now going images. And what I mean by that, if you're telling people to go to your website, you already lost them. What people in marketing now, in terms of where things are going or will be going, is based on branding images. Okay? So you have to think, as a small business owner, what do you want your clients to think about when it comes to your business? What image? Okay, and in some cases, maybe just an icon or maybe just a picture. But this is the new form of marketing going forward. Does this make sense? You'll see more and more or less commercials even referring to you going to their website. They want you to download their app, okay? And they're using branding images for you to remember that company, okay? Apps are simply the new business cards. Folks, right now, I'm going to be very bold and tell you this. Business cards are the new phone books. Business cards are the new phone books. Does anyone here use the phone book in the last, say, 2-3 years? Okay, we got one. All right. I still use a phone book. Yeah, the app guy, right? I'm teaching you all about apps. But see, my purpose of using a phone book, I have like a little table here that's kind of a little, off the edges there, right? And that's what I use my phone book for. But in all seriousness, this right here, you give someone your business card, you might as well send them to the phone book. The reason why is because there's statistics that states that after you give someone a business card, it may end up in this big fishbowl that they got at home or just in stacks of business cards on their desk. Now, if you're in that stack of business cards, you are gone. You are out of sight, what? Out of mind. What you want people to do going forward is to get your information directly on their mobile device, okay? I'm not saying not to use business cards. I want you to consider transitioning at some point in time where the focus is not here, the focus is here, okay? So to talk real quick, talk about just an old school way of marketing. Initially, what you would do is generate a lead, right? All businesses does that. And in most cases, you'll send them directly to your website. And then when you get there to the website, you may even have a form there that says, hey, can I collect some information from you? Okay? Well, what happened is, over time, sending people to websites now, in most cases, are confusing people. The reason is because you'll send them to your website for one particular thing, and next thing you know, they see all these other tabs that you have. They see things floating up. They see a video here. Oh, by the way, if they access it from their PC, they're also on your website, they're also on Facebook, they're also on Twitter, they're also on all these other sites. Going forward, thinking about your business, the goal is not to directly send people to your website. Think about having a squeeze page, okay, for your business, okay? A squeeze page for your business. And what that simply is a focused, okay, approach to providing a product or service. So as a quick example, you may provide, say, real estate, right? But you also specialize in you do both. You do residential and you do commercial and maybe some other things. That squeeze page is designed to say, hey, focus only on residential, okay, out of all of the other products that you may provide. Okay, that's another topic and another time, but I just want to just kind of give you an idea of where the old school way of marketing has been. So you might say, well, what's the solution, Eric? The future of online marketing, okay, and the solution is all about creating digital real estate that never leaves your customer's phone. This is a very powerful concept here because this is what I believe, okay? I used to believe that television was a great way to promote your business. I believed also that radio was a great way to promote your business. This is the challenge that you're going to have. Unless your client or your target market is specifically on that station at that time and moment, that's the only way they're going to see your advertising or even on the radio. But what do they carry every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And this is where you want to be. Does that make sense? Okay? Having a mobile app for your business connects to your customers 24/7, 7 days a week, and also helps establish your business as a brand built for the 21st century. Okay? As I stated early on, at one point in time, the primary way to access a business or get information was what? The phone book. But because of desktops, because of computers being in the homes now, it required business owners to say, I need to go from the phone book to what? Having a website, right? Now, in the day that we live in, this dominates everything, right? People are not going on their PCs or they're not even going home to get information. They're pulling out their smartphone on the spot or on the go in some cases to get that information instantly. This is where you need to be going forward. If this is not in your current business plan, marketing business plan, consider having a mobile presence from a marketing perspective, because this is where the conversation is. This is where people are, and you want to go where people are. And I'll share just a quick example of how all this works for both professionals and small businesses. Mobile is a very powerful tool. This is a way where you can actually, if you have a mobile app, you probably can have your client text a number, okay, which will then provide them a link to download your app instantly. Or you may have your clients to say, hey, I'm available in the Apple Store or in the Android Marketplace. Oh, by the way, as a special note, if you're taking notes, the Android Marketplace and the Apple Store are the new Google searches as it relates to the mobile space. Let me say that again. The Android Store and the Apple Store are the new Google searches when it comes to the mobile space. So what does that mean? More and more people are not just going to google.com to look for information, products or services. They're going into the Android Marketplace and typing in keywords associated with your business to find particular products or service. Another powerful statistic, in most cases, as of today, and do this, you might want to do this as homework. I'm not going to check it, by the way, but this is something that you can do afterwards. For the key terms associated with your business, go into the Apple Store and the Android Store and find out how many apps are even available. You'll find in most industries, they're less than 1% to 3% in terms of their competition having a mobile app in the mobile space. So what does that mean? Right now, probably 100% of your competition, of course, has a website, right? Yes? How many of your competition has their own mobile app in one of those platforms? And if they don't, this is your opportunity. Folks, business, it's not about finishing fast, right? Business is all about just finishing. And leveraging technology in this way is going to actually separate you from the competition, okay? But this is things you got to consider. Also, once they've downloaded your app, the powerful way is now you have the ability to communicate through push notification. As a special note, push notification are the new emails of today. Push notification are the new emails of the day. And what I mean by that, this is how more and more people are collecting or receiving information from you. The reason being, because have you ever had an event or things that you want to promote and you send it out to your email distribution list and less than maybe 15 to 20% even open up the emails? You know why? Because these, what they call spam filters now, are increasing in most applications, right? And what happens is your email is being lost. Push notification, when you send out that communication and they download your app, they get that application 100% of the time. That's very powerful, folks. Being able to communicate to your clients and that communication go out, they will receive it right here on their mobile device, just like this photo here, 100% of the time. And then, of course, they have the ability to interact with you immediately. 1 out of 3 people will own a smartphone. As of now, and then within the next 3 to 5 years, I mean, those numbers are just going to keep going up. What this simply just tells you, it's time to get into the mobile space now. This whole mobile revolution is really so powerful to the degree where Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, They even consider themselves now as a mobile device company. This is where the opportunity is, folks. This is how powerful these mobile devices are. So real quick, jot down, I'm going to give you 3, usually out of my 10 essential apps that you need as a business professional and entrepreneur on the go. Speak to it. Most of you, when you're maybe talking to your client or a potential client, and you're saying, hey, I'd like to schedule some time to meet with you, why fumble around trying to access your phone and get to your calendar and try to manually put all that in? Download Speak to It. That's a personal assistant that you don't have to pay, and they won't ask you for a raise. As a matter of fact, they'll work for free. You download it on your mobile device here. You open up the application, and you just simply say, schedule appointment, and it will do everything for you. Will that save somebody some time? Navigating through their phone, trying to set an appointment on the fly, while you can just open up that one application, and it will do it all for you. It will even tell you, well, let me know what my schedule is for today, so you can make that appointment. And you'll hear an audio saying the time that you're scheduled, whatever's your appointments, who you're going to be meeting with, and what available spots that you have on your calendar. And it's a free app, by the way. You don't have to pay for it. Quick question.
I'm sorry, though. Isn't that very similar to, let's say, using Siri on the iPhone?
Absolutely. It's using the technology. It's just a more easier interface to interact with, if you will. Does that make sense?
And the voice activation's a little easier or a little bit more clear?
A little bit more clear, yes. Okay. And it's very customizable. Evernote. If you're not using Evernote, folks, use it today. Evernote is one of my top productivity apps that I use, simply because it's able to organize everything in 3 different formats. You may be in this room right now, and instead of jotting down a lot of the notes that you're hearing right now, you can actually open up Evernote and record what I am saying. You can even take a photo and say, you know what, that's a powerful slide that I need right there. Let me take a photo of that. Folks, these applications are so powerful that over time, when you start using them, you're going to find that you're saving a lot of time. And in most cases, you're going to find that you're more productive because now you're better organized. When you record or save anything in Evernote, it also syncs to multiple devices. So I can capture all that information here. It'll also sync to my phone and also sync to my laptop. So what does that mean? You'll never lose anything. How many of you have been to an event, wrote all these notes down, and a month or 2 later, you can't find them? Use Evernote. Lastly, right here, Bump. Bump, right now, this application right here has saved me thousands of dollars. You know why? Because I bump my information directly on their phone. Instead of telling people, go to my website, connect me on Facebook, connect me on Twitter, connect me with all these 5, 10 different websites, create a bump profile, put all that in there, and just say, hey, let's bump. And in seconds, your information transfer from your phone to theirs, and then theirs to yours. Very, very powerful right here. Bump.
Do that by phone numbers, just giving them the phone number or something?
No, you simply open up an application, you take 2 devices, you bump it, and it'll exchange the information, all your contact information.
Yeah, but will it do it with phones that don't have that capability? Is it the capability that you need?
90% of the smartphones, 95% of the smartphones can use this, yes. So if it's a smartphone, it works. This is, out of all these apps here, this is my number 1. If you're networking, get on what? Get Bump and get on their phones. This is where you want to go. Simple? All right, mobile hardware, real quick. This is the best investment I have made in 2013. Does anyone know what this is? It's called a Mophie. How many of you right now, if you look at your phone, you're probably halfway dead right now. Your phone is just literally, you need a charge. This right here is your mobile, portable battery charging center here. All you have to do, charge this up overnight, connect the cord to here, plug it up to your mobile device, and it's charged. You'll never have to. At one point in time, I was talking to a client, and my phone was so dead that I had to find a socket, plug it up, and talk for about 15 minutes just holding, the phone because my phone was dead. things about having these devices here, folks. They're great to have, but the battery dies very quickly. This right here, I was actually in San Diego, and this is what you don't want to do. Your phone go out while you're talking to your wife. You don't want that. I went to Best Buy, spent $80, $85 for this, right? Went online, saw it for less, like $30 cheaper. So if anyone wants this device right here, this particular model, the reason why is because it has 2 full charges. What does that mean? When your phone dies, it has the ability to charge your phone up twice without plugging this back into the wall. If you want this, I could give you the link where you can get this at a discount. All I need is just your business cards. I'll make sure you get this specific model. It's called the Mophie, M-O-P-H-I-E.
We don't have business cards. That's right. We have yellow pages.
Yellow pages? Exactly. But real quick, make sure if you do want this, all you have to do is give me your business cards, okay? And I'll make sure you can get this at the discount. Yes?
That's yesterday's technology. Here's today's.
Oh, yeah. Mophies, yeah. But that only lasts for a short period of time. This can go almost for 2 full days, yeah. But you can use this also in conjunction. Yeah. But you're definitely on point, okay? So consider that. Real quick, powerful statistic here. Basically, folks, voice data plans are going down. What does that mean? Texting, push notifications are going up. That means the conversation right now is really not in the data. We are getting so accustomed to receiving text messages to the degree where, I don't know if you have any teenagers, but I rarely talk to them. If they call me, I start to panic. I'm like, oh, God. I'm thinking something is wrong because 85% of the time, what are they doing? They're texting me. Does this make sense? This is what you want to think about as it relates to your customers. Powerful statistics here. 70% of mobile users right now are comparing products and services right there from their phone. That's 7 out of 10 people. Okay? 65% of those, after they've compared it, they will review those. They will review your services and products, and then 50% after finding your product, reviewing it, 50% will have cash in hand. You remember the example that I said early on about going to a restaurant that we was looking for? We didn't go to their website. We had cash in hand, and they got our money. This right here, if you take it out of the order, you will cut your profits by 80%. This is the order of how you want to position your business when it comes to the mobile space. 70% of the time, they're going to find your products. 65% of the time, they're going to review those products. And 5 out of 10 people will be ready to purchase. Does this make sense? Yes or yes?
Well, it depends on the product, doesn't it?
Generally speaking, yes, absolutely. But in most cases, these are all statistics. These statistics here you can Google it, and you'll find the very same thing I'm sharing with you today. Basically, there are different variations, but generally speaking, this is the model that you want to follow going forward.
If you need a brain surgeon, you're not going to look for it on your.
Oh no.
It kind of depends.
Maybe a heart surgeon. No. Joking here. Real quick, a couple of myths about apps. So basically, you don't need to have the smartest or the newest phone. That's not the case. You don't need a lot of technical ability. As I stated, apps and phones by nature are designed to be user-friendly. Okay? And apps are just more for personal use. And this right here blew me away. Some apps don't apply to my business. That's an equivalent of saying, I don't need a website. And you want people to do business with you. You want people to give you money, right, for your products and services, let alone you don't even have a website. How many of you, and this is not in all cases, but how many of you would do business with the company if they had 0 web presence? Okay? Generally speaking, right? But this is the whole concept here. This is the whole concept. All right, a couple of challenges that most of my clients were facing. Basically, you're not being found. So as I stated, if you're not found on mobile, most cases, you're missing huge opportunities to build your business and to gain new clients. The other challenge here, some of you may have websites that has Flash. Okay, is anybody familiar with that? Guess what? If you have Flash on your website, you are losing customers from a mobile perspective because Flash no longer shows up. I think it never showed up for the Apple devices, but they're not showing up for even the Android devices. If you have Flash on your website, my recommendation, Get rid of it. Other challenge here, basically, in some cases, your website is not mobile friendly. So what does that mean? You get a full desktop view from a mobile perspective, which right here, it's very hard to find who to call. It's very hard to find your products or service. This is the transition to where you want to go. This less in the mobile space, you might want to take a note. Less is more. In the mobile space, less is more. Okay? You notice that there's no photos and things like that you see from a regular desktop view. All people want is to be able to find it, review it, and contact somebody to do business with. According to Google, 6 out of 10 mobile users will literally just leave your site. Other here, 50%, 48% said if the site didn't work well, it made them feel like the company didn't even care. Folks, if you haven't checked your website out from your phone right now, you could do this afterwards. You want to make sure you give your clients a good branding, okay, of what you do, especially if you want people to do business with you. They're looking at all this, and this is what you can find on Google. So the reason, because of all those challenges, my company created There's an App for That program. Who is it good for? For those that want to brand their business for the 21st century, those that want to reach more clients, make more sales offline, separate themselves from the competition, generate qualified leads, and ultimately explode your business in 2013. 5 quick steps here, with the time that I do have, on how to build a successful mobile app. Number 1, you first got to get found. Okay? As I stated, people are spending less time searching sites. They're looking for your application. They're looking for your product and service in those platforms, which is the Apple Store and the Android market. Be first. Be first in your industry to get in a mobile space, because if you do, you're able to gain market share very, very quickly. Here, also, you're able to generate leads, and even in most cases, can schedule appointments directly from a mobile app. Number 2, build trust and rapport. If you don't build trust and rapport with your clients, most cases, people won't do business with you. Would you agree? Yes? Right. But this is the key thing here. Before they do business with you, they're going to research you. They're going to review your product. They're going to review your services. Your app can be the branding, the bridge that can connect the build and trust, because they're not just taking it from you. They're going to take it from the clients that you've previously worked with. They're going to look at your reviews from the people that you've previously worked with. They're going to look at everything before, like I say, they do business with you. But you want to build trust and rapport. And I don't know if you ever had this statement before, let me do some more research. How many of you have got that response from a client? Right? Why not direct them to a mobile app that can have testimonials, articles, video? Things that's going to what? Help build trust. Trust equals what? More sales. Get more referrals, and these are some examples of what you can integrate in a mobile app. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? 2, call to action. As I stated, push notification is the new form of email communication. 90% of the time, open rate, that's 9 out of 10 people. Those are high statistics. It's a great way to promote an event or webinar and also share how you help solve the problems of your prospects. Stop selling. Stop selling. People hate being sold to. People love to buy, but they hate being sold to. You want to share something about what you do? Here, share with them how you solve their problems. I guarantee you, you'll have more clients than you can handle. Does that make sense? Right here. Convert social to mobile. There's a powerful statistic. 79% of the conversation, you're telling people to go to my Facebook, like my page, follow me on Twitter, connect with me on LinkedIn, right? If you're telling them to do it from their desktop, you lost them. Have your mobile app integrated, where they literally could be one click of a button and they've instantly liked your page. Now they're following you. Now they're connected with you on LinkedIn. This is where the conversation is taking place. 80% of the time that people are on their phones, they are on social sites. So if you want to build your social media presence, tell them to go here. Does this make sense? This is where the conversation is taking place. And then ultimately, breakthrough. I mean, folks, at the end of the day, in this economy, new economy, you got to consider ways to separate yourself. You got to consider ways of how to use the current technology that's available, that's in our pockets, to do that. if you can, you have more customers than you can handle. I have a client right now. He has a mobile application on the Android platform. He's doing business with folks all the way as far as India and Spain. Never met them. But guess what they have over there? Smartphone. Powerful. And in some cases, you may need the recognition, expert status for even people to do business with you. How powerful will it be to say, hey, download my mobile app, get all the information on how we can help solve your problems. And your competition can't even say that. They're still trying to figure out how to build a website. They're still trying to figure out what to add to the website. Separate yourself and create the momentum that you need. So ultimately, with all being said, I shared a lot of information today with the time that I do have. But this is a powerful quote that has helped me generate thousands of dollars in my business. In our moments of decision, our destiny is shaped. And the reason I say that is because a lot of you out here will walk out with this information and not do anything with it. But think about it this way. These devices right here, your clients are carrying every single day. And if you want to serve them, you want to help them, give them an easy and convenient way to do business with you, which is your own mobile application available on these mobile devices. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Yes. All right. Now, oh, by the way, this is really a 4-hour discussion here, right? So I was able to cram it down definitely within my time here, but this is my contact information. So hopefully, if you want more information, feel free to go to my website, okay, smbmarketing.com. If you want to get the remaining 7 of the best apps that you need as an entrepreneur and professional, all you have to do is go to facebook.com/workwitheric. You like my page? I'll give you that list for free. That's my gift to you today. Quick question. Good question. Do you have an app? I do. Right now, I have it. I'm doing some overall development work to it because I've integrated some new features. But I will make it available for those that goes to that site right there, and so everyone can download my application. Right now, being the mobile app guy, I'm considered the app guy. I have to separate myself from the competitions. So right now, my app is in a project mode, but when it comes out, it's going to help a lot of people.